Hello, the world. Hello, YouTubers. You are watching my Booster Motivation. My name is George, aka EG. Uh, I'm the host, and if you stop for the first time, I want to let you know that my Booster Motivation is a YouTube channel that always offer new insights, new knowledge, new information about um, how to become successful and about how to use your full potential to obtain whatever you want. So, in today's video, I'm about to share with you. I'm about to share with you some few information that is really important. So I got people all over the world that are with us. So we always promote this channel. This channel is working with people that want to unleash their full potential. That's why we work with you. We work with people like you, people who believe in progress, people who think they have something to offer to the world and they want to take full possession of of what they are capable of doing, and they want to be at the place at the moment where they want to be. So if you start for the first time, I welcome you. If you if you start for the first time, I welcome you. If you are a subscriber, we got thousands of subscribers all over the world. You are free to. I welcome you back. And there is a chat section in this video. You are free to put some comments, and we will share with you many things in this live training session. And I use another phone in my hand right here, so I am here. I can answer I can answer any question that you have in the chat, and I can talk to you. And it's a little bit cold and chilly, but it's a good time to talk. So I was driving from the city, from Manhattan, New York, and I'm going to the suburb where I'm living, and then driving, enjoy the world, enjoy people that is on the road with me. Today is the holiday, it's Veteran Days in America. It's the day that we honor anybody that served in the military to defend this country. If you've been in the military, if you've been in the armed forces, you serve this country, I show you a lot of respect. Happy Veteran Day. Thanks for your service. And by the time I'm driving, and I observe that I am driving a certain way that I used to drive on a daily basis, and I observe that other people driving in a certain way that they drive, and I observe the different pattern, and from all the drivers on the road. And then so something popped up in my mind, because I was thinking to make a video about habits. Okay, your habit. What kind of habit do you have? What kind of habit do you hold? And how habit can have an impact in who you are and what you're doing in your life and how you manage yourself on a daily basis. So this video is to answer some question that I receive about people that constantly talking about procrastination, and they are constantly talking about certain things that they think that hold them back, certain things they think that give them that are difficult for them to get rid of. And today I will address all these questions in this live trading session. I'm still on the road. I'm not driving. I parked the car, and it's a waiting area, and I'm staying here to share with you this special moment and on a live training session, because I feel if I keep driving, I got to drive another like 45 miles to get home, and I think if I still driving, I might forget about what I have to tell you. So I stop here to write it down in a journal, but I think it's a beautiful. Instead of write down what I have to say in my journal, so I think it's the best moment to do a beautiful video, so you will understand that these type of live training session, we call them entrepreneur mindset, because I'm on the road, and road trip entrepreneur mindset, that's what we call them. I'm on the road, and I always use this moment to talk to the viewers, the followers, the subscribers, and this is a good time to to produce this video about habits. What kind of habit do you hold? And there are good habits and they have bad habits. And how can habit can make you become successful? So first and foremost, let's check out what is habit. Habit. It's a pattern that you cultivate along a certain period of time. That is a kind of thing that you're doing on a repetitive basis, to at a point that when you do this thing over and over, it's become implanted in your subconscious, and now it's automatic. Like I was driving, and then there are 3 lines on the parkway, and I'm still driving in 1 lane. So 3 different lanes, and I'm still driving in 1 lane. And then anytime there is a car that is too slow or some crazy driver, I switch the lane and I get back in the same lane. And I realized that I was doing that without even pay attention to what I'm doing, because it's become automatic, because I'm used to drive in this lane. So I said to myself, okay, let's control your mind, control your mental. Don't let your mental control you. I switched lane, and I drove in a lane that I never drove before. So when I start driving in this lane, and I feel very uncomfortable, because my mind do not use to drive in this particular lane. That's mean I try to shift my paradigm, shift my mind from a different pattern to drive. And it's a problem, and I feel a little bit uncomfortable at a certain point, that after a couple of like 30 miles, and I feel tired, and I stop in this waiting area, because I feel uncomfortable, because I'm not used to driving this lane. That means I cultivate an habit, okay? I grow this habit, drive on the left lane. Most likely is the lane that you use to change, or is the lane that people who driving fast drive. Okay, people who drive sport car, they love to drive on the left lane. So I was driving not on the left lane, not on the middle lane, not on the right lane. So when I said, I'm chilling, why I'm driving in the fast lane, you know? So let me go on the slow lane, on the that people that drive, and the lower. If you're driving on a road that is 45, 65, people will drive at 45, not at 50. Most likely they drive on the right lane. So I put myself on the right lane, and I start driving carefully, and I start see behind other people that might be driving on this lane all the time. And after a certain period of time, after like 20, 25 miles, I feel like very uncomfortable, because I'm not used to that. So what does that mean? That means my state of mind is different from the state of mind of the people that drive on the right lane. Why? Because I hold certain habits, driving sport car, during a long period of my life, even if I'm not driving close to the speed limit, I'm still feel that I'm supposed to be on the lane where people who drive fast usually drive. So, and then I said, I'm not doing that. And then now my mentor start to trigger me like I'm feel uncomfortable. That I stop. I say, why? This is a this is a bad habit. I could I old driving on the left lane all the time, even if I'm chilling, even if I'm have nothing to do because I have a beautiful day. I did everything I have to do during the day, and I've been in a restaurant with some friends. We eat out, and I was talking on the phone with other friends. So I've been talking on the phone with other people overseas. Really, it's an atmosphere when you are really cool. You are really nothing happen. You just want to relax. And then at this moment, I was on the road, relaxed, to going home to get a good chunk of sleep because my schedule for tomorrow will start very early, and then I feel this sensation of tired. I feel that I'm tired. I feel uncomfortable that I have to stop to take a break, and I stop on this break area of the road, break area inside on the roadside where most likely drivers who are driving long miles, they stopped to take a break, and they had some other people that was here with me. Some of them left already, and I said, let me use this particular moment to make a beautiful video talking with you guys about what habit can do to you, and how bad habit can stop you or can make you do bad things, and how good habits are really prolific for people, and most of the time good habit can make you become very, very successful. So in this perspective, let me tell you, they have bad habit and good habit. Most successful people in any endeavor, any field, any profession they are performing, okay, they are expressing the talent, these people are cultivate certain habit. And any person experiencing that is experiencing hardship, difficulty, things are not good for them, they are on bad shape, these people as well hold certain habit. They hold certain thing that make them have a difficult life. So let's sort out these two categories of habit to understand how you can use habit to make you great, and how you should stop any habit that can make you act crazy, or that can stop you to being great, or that can stop you to become successful, or to be successful, or to stay successful if you already successful in any endeavor that you're doing. Understand that this channel talking about money and how to become successful, and I always put on my video that if you intend to become a successful person, you have to bring to the marketplace, you have to bring to the world a product or a service. Either you create the product and you innovate, you bring a product that never been on the marketplace, or either you bring some service that never been on the marketplace, or a service or a product that already exists, and you find a new way to proceed with on the production of this product, or on the execution of this service, to make it better for the people who are buyers, who are consumers, that are ready to pull out the credit card or put cash to acquire to buy this product or the service. And otherwise, you are on the sector of distribution. That's when you are the middle person that buy the product or the service from from the producer, and then now you put yourself in the middle to ensure the distribution of this product or service to the marketplace. So anybody who is successful cultivate certain habit, and anybody who are successful cultivate certain habit. Let me be, if you just come here, because I see new people on the under the live, okay? If you just come right now, we're talking about how habit can have an impact in your life, and what kind of habit, why you should pay attention to your habit, and habit or habits, because some people have one or multiple habits. So we'd say habits, and you should pay close attention to them because they can have an impact on you. Like you are on a chilling day, you relax, you have a good time, there is no rush, no worry, and then you start driving on the speed lane, on the left lane, and you are really cool, you should be on the right lane, and you are very uncomfortable like I did, because you have an habit driving on the left lane, on the speed lane. So let's see some habits that are really bad for you and some that are really good for you, or you can combine a perfect balance to control your to get rid of your bad habit and empower your good habit, that you can have a better life, a successful life. All right. Let's say that you've been a child, right? Very young, and your parents teach you how to tie your shoes lacing. Okay? So in the beginning it was really difficult for you to learn it. And then the parents, they play with you, they say, imagine let's say is a rabbit, and you put one here, another here, and you tie them up, you got a rabbit. So this is the time, the type of the game that the mothers, the father play with the kids. They teach you how to tie your shoes. And after a certain amount of time, and you start getting it, you start understand how to tie your shoes, and you start tying your shoes by yourself. So after a couple of years doing that over and over, because you wear shoes every day and you tie your lacets and your sneakers and your shoes, and it's become really easy to do it because you know how to do it. After doing often, it's become more than easy. It's become like a second nature for you, because you can close your eyes and tie or untie your shoes easily. You untie the lacet of your sneakers easily. So this is an habit, and you got many habits like that. And this habit now, when you cultivate them, when you acquire them, you grow with them, they become a part of your personal culture. They become a part of your assets as a human being. They become a part of your social behavior and the manner you interact with other people and society. So your habit there, if I can make a metaphoric allocation with your habit, I might say your habit, it's like the furnitures or the tools or the equipment that you use to empower your culture, your social behavior, the way you talk, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you move, the way you balance your body language, the way you interact with people. All these are an accumulation of different type of habits or different type of habits that you acquire along the years. But all can habit can be bad or good. All can habit can empower you, make you become successful, and all kinds of certain habit can stop you becoming successful and actually can hold you back to move forward, because these bad habits are very destructive, okay, very very bad for very destructive and very downfall for your future. So pay attention to them. Let's say you being a kid, a child, and your parents or the social environment where you grow up, sport have a big impact. So you used to practice sports. That means when you are 3, 5 years old, your parents bring you to a social environment where you learn a trade that is sport. So that can be basketball, baseball, that can be martial arts, that can be any sports. In my case, I used to play soccer, and what in England they call football, in America they call soccer. So, and I used to practice martial arts, judo and taekwondo, and I used to practice motocross and bodybuilding. So I grew up all my life, these things been part of my social culture. So it, even if I still work out at the gym, I'm not practicing bodybuilding the way I used to do, but I still go on the gym 3 times minimum per week. And I still, when I wake up in the morning in front of my bed, okay, put down some 100, 120 push-ups. I will not feel good during the day if I don't do that. This is an habit. And now, even if I'm get old, I'm not young the way I used to be, but I got a body structure that is really athletic, even if I'm not practicing bodybuilding anymore. And these habits stick with me. The way I eat, the kind of things I put on my plate, I always pay attention to what I eat, what I put on my body, because my body used to be an asset for me in terms of practicing sports, bodybuilding, soccer or martial arts. So, and these different disciplines or different trade, my body used to be an asset, and because I need my body to be good and bodybuilding, to have a beautiful body structure, and I use my body to move. And when I was practicing taekwondo or judo together, and capoeira later on, and then I use my body as well for weightlifting and bodybuilding, and I use my body as well to play soccer when I used to be younger, because I want to be fast. I want to be a good soccer player. So all these things, what I used to do since I was like 3, 4 years old, I grew up with them, and now I'm over 45. I'm still have the same discipline, okay? The same discipline I had back in the day to take care of the way I live. So I'm not pay attention to my body because I'm worried about weight loss and things like that. No, it's a culture for me. I have to take care of my body, and I have to take care of myself. And now people will say, yo, how come you stay in good shape? Yeah, I'm not trying to stay in good shape. It's natural. Same thing, I had some bad habit that I had acquired since I was since I was young. One of them is wake up in the middle of the night to walk. Either I go outside, walk in the backyard and stuff like that. Either I walk inside my home. And if I travel or I'm in other places with other people, there might sometimes people think, you got a problem, man? Why you always walk during the night? Okay, this is the way I think. Okay, during the day, when everybody's moving and everything is moving fast, okay, I work, I can do whatever I want, but I don't feel that I'm working at 100% because I feel the noise, the distraction in front of me are really stopping me to have the clear vision that I want to have, to receive the clear inspiration that I want to receive to do what I have to do. So when I go to make a nap, when I go to sleep, and then I'm still thinking about what I have to do, the problem I have to solve. In the middle of the night, when ideas start pop up in my mind, I have to wake up and take a little walk, walk a little bit. And then when I walk a little bit, it's like my mental is like a CPU of a computer, and then sort out the information from components to other components, and solution come to me, and I solve the problem. So I'm not insomnia. It's not insomnia, but it's a way that I think. You know, this is a bad habit that can have a positive impact. So if back in the day when I was younger, I used to drink alcohol a lot. I used to drink alcohol a lot until I realized that alcohol stopped me to do what I have to do, and I stopped. Okay, I stopped, but I used to drink alcohol all the time. So this is what happened. I stopped this bad habit. I understand that. So many times I feel that I don't want to walk. I don't want to wake up to do what I have to do. And sometimes I did. Don't let anybody fool you because they tell you they are positive, or you see them realize many things and you think they are positive, and you never think. These type of people do not experience some stage of procrastination. Sometimes I can't do what I have to do because I try to do too many things at the same time, because I'm a very disciplined person in what I'm doing, but sometimes I start this one, I start another one, I start this one, I start another one, and I got too many things to finish in front of me. So it's whenever that happens, I say, all right, I got to stop here and prioritize what I have to do and solve them one by one. Okay, this is why I proceed. I got one of my best friends always tell me, George, you got to prioritize what you have to do. Prioritize, because this is a bad habit I got. Sometimes I do too many things. I'm not prioritize certain things, but some kind of bad, a good, like let's say, let me tell you, if you take, let's take a guy like Dwayne Johnson or Arnold Schwarzenegger. See, these guys, they look. I remember when I was a kid, when I watched for the first time Conan the Barbarian. Oh my God, this is the guy that I want to be like, And then the guys, it was amazing body structure, amazing. But I never imagined that was possible for, a young kid, grow up in Haiti, a country where most of people are slim at that time, not anymore, okay? Because people eat organic, they work a lot. And then I couldn't imagine that that was something possible. So by modeling what I was seeing on TV, watching bodybuilding, and I was practicing at that time martial arts and motocross, things like that, and I started, working out. And after a certain period of time, okay, and then people, like I'm not really tall, and then when I was like in my late teen, 19, 20, early 20s, people used to call me Tyson because my back was so like big and things like that, and I got a lot of muscles. I look athletic, and what I was modeling for Arnold Schwarzenegger become a reality for me. So it's something can happen in business. You can watch like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or any guy that you might imagine that is a maverick for you. That can be Warren Buffett. That can be any person. Let me take this millionaire in Africa, Tony Emolulu. Okay, UK. This is a billionaire guy. Many people don't know about him, but it's a well maverick in Africa. So you can modeling them, try to borrow the brand, try to understand what they're doing, and try to be like them by study the social behavior, and acquire the habit they have. Any successful person have an habit. Some people wake up. Some people wake up every single day at the same time. Okay, this is an habit. I read every single email on more than 10 email accounts that I hold. And I read every single junk mail that I receive, even I know they are junk mail. Because in junk mail, I find treasure sometimes. Because these people that send you email marketing, okay, try to sell you things, they are very talented people. And sometimes I find good ideas on the technique they use to approach me and to try to buy me things, to try to sell things to me. When I receive junk mail from the post office, like a cable company sent me an offer, and I gotta read them. I read them, and after that I destroy them in the shredder. But I read them to see, okay, this technique don't work anymore. Why this big company switch to this? Okay, this is an habit I got. Most people don't read the mail, all right? But I read my mail between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. No matter at what time I go to bed, I will wake up at 1 to 3 and read my mail. If I don't have the time to finish and delete, put my mailbox clean, or sort them what is important, I sort them out, put them on important stuff, and I got a very private email that only people I'm on business with them knows. If I don't have a chance to do that, I will spend 7 to 10 minutes between 9 and 9:30 to read email again. And I will spend another 15 minutes between 12 to 12:15 to read emails, because between 9 to 9:30 I have to eat something, that can be a snack, a cup of coffee, things like that. By the time I'm doing that, I read my email on my phone. And between 12 to 12:15, I take 1 hour break and 15 minutes to read my email, another 15 minutes to read what is on the news, on the political news, and between 4 to 4:30, I read what is on the economy or the international market, not only market start in Japan, and what is a market start in Germany, market start in France and London. I gotta know what is happening in this market before the U.S. stock market open. So even I'm not a guy that invests in stock market. This is not the thing I like, but I have to understand what is happening in the economy. I have to understand what is happening in the financial world to understand how to behave and where I have to put my money in terms of investment. So, but I don't invest in stock market. This is not my thing. You know, even I'm not paying attention. Cryptocurrency is not my thing. I try to understand, and I have to read about cryptocurrency to know where to do the move, when to do the move, and to do not left behind. I have to understand what is happening. So this is to read email. You might be, and at 5 in the morning, I'm up. I'm up, okay? Ready to hit the road, ready to go wherever I want to be. And this is some habit I got. And sometimes I spend 15 days, okay, work full time, more than 16, 18 hours per day, and I take 3 days to unplug. I said, delegate, said, if somebody want to be in contact with me at this time, send me email or contact this person. This person will solve the problem for you because I'm not available. It's my quality times, quality that I spend with my family, kids, and stuff like that. So you got bad habit, you got good habit, and everybody have bad habits. So some habits, they are really, really bad for you, and they can hold you down. If you spend too much time watching television, watching shows, okay, on any streaming platform, you're watching shows, you're watching beautiful shows, like, I don't want to say the name, but they are beautiful shows, and people who produce these shows, this company, those actors, they are making good million, and they are selling you their ideas, and the ideas will take place in your mind, and you will take what you think it's your ideas is the ideas, and you pay monthly subscription for that, and you're not making money. If you're making money, you can afford it, go for it. And I don't think that anybody that is making money, anybody that is on a level to be a highly effective person, on a level to be a business-wise successful, to be an entrepreneur, to be a good employee, to have enough time to spend a lot of time watching streaming program on any streaming platform. If you spend too much time on on the social media platform, I don't want to say the name, and watching funny video, nonsensical video, a lot of nonsense that not gonna bring no value for you as a human being. Don't be surprised if you're broke. Don't be surprised if you be living below your means. Don't be surprised if you will not be able to pay your car note. Don't be surprised if you will be able to pay your car insurance. If you will not be able to pay your rent, and so far and so on. Don't be surprised if the economy or something happen, like the pandemic happened, and some people might lose their job. Don't be surprised if from 1 week to another week, from 3 weeks or 1 month or 2 months without activity, you get evicted from the place that you went, or from the house that you are living, because you cannot pay your mortgage. There is certain habit that is not good for you. There is certain good habit that is really prolific for you. If you are a valuable person that is working, that is making money, understand there is certain habit, okay, that will bring value to your life. One of them is try to have multiple sources of income. If you got a salary, you got a job, try to find out what else can you do to have a second stream of income. If you got a steady job, it's not enough. Go do the service driving practice. Like you go drive for Uber, Lyft, do Uber Eat. Do some extra activities that can bring you some extra income, and that can make you become a successful, because you never know what can happen. And when you got money, make sure that you save, you pay yourself first with 10% in whatever you earn, and each dollar that you make, put $1 is for you to spend. This is your money, and put put another 20%, that's mean $2 in each $10 you earn, put $2 in an investment fund for the future, and whatever left, and the 70%, the $7 left, you use it to pay your bills, to do whatever you want to do, but you got something that can keep you flow when the bad moment happen. If you live in a rental property, or if you own your property, make sure that you have 6 months for rent and a bank account, or make sure that you got money to pay 6 cycle of mortgage. That means mortgage for 6 months, rent for 6 months. That's you can breathe, because you give yourself some margin that if something happen in the economy, you will not panic, and you will have a better way to understand the situation. You will be able to proceed to analyze information more effectively. Like, if you're watching the news, if you live in the United States, you're watching the news, you might receive these news that might hurt you. Actually, United States is experiencing inflation. That means the offer product or service that's supposed to serve the market, that's in the consumer market, the offer is very limited compared to the demand, because the country was in lockdown last year, and many company and to stay in business, they had to lay off people, they have to close different plants, and they have to go small to be able to stay in business. Meaning most of the company in the world did that, and most of the company in America did that. So what happened now? Now people get vaccinated and people go back to business, and even the business now, they can't find people, because many people who lost their job and they get frustrated, they don't want go back to the same place to apply, and some of them get sick, and many of them pass away. Many qualified tech people pass away, and they're being like victim of COVID-19 all over the world, and especially in America, where this pandemic hit the country really hard. So now the company are not in capacity to produce good and service that can satisfy the demand. And you got what happened in California, actually, where the food chain supplies are in jeopardy because the port have some renovation, and many things that been on waiting in warehouse and stuff overseas, when now they're coming to the United States, and we're not in capacity to proceed the distribution to the marketplace. So this pressure on the economy create what we call now inflation. But it's not a scary situation, but it's a situation now when you used to spend $20 to fill up your car with gas, to take off your car with gas, you might need 40 now. So that's mean when you used to have $100 in your pocket, $100 in your pocket, last year, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and you used to go to the grocery store, you used to go to the supermarket, okay, the amount of product, the goods that you used to put in a basket, okay, for $100, now if you go tomorrow on the same supermarket, on the same grocery, all right, on the same gas station. Now, the same amount of product that you used to have, okay, not only these products are not available in the quantity that you will want to have them, but you will spend $100 and you will receive a quota of product that is, in terms of volume, that is 63.33% of what you used to have before the pandemic. So why I'm talking to you like that, if you didn't have an habit to protect yourself when you used to make money before this type of situation, you will have some difficulties in the upcoming months. Now, I hope that people, the actors in the economy, will do whatever it's possible to solve the problem. But if they're not doing what they're supposed to do to solve the problem, most likely and very often, inflation is following by recession. Okay? And don't remember we had a short recession before the election, the last election, before this new president, the new government takeover was installed in the United States. So it's not a United States problem only, because when United States of America doing bad, okay, partners, other country, other third world country, other developed country in the world where United States is doing business with them will have problem, because they will not be able to make trade with United States, and United States will not be able to do charity or doing humanitarian job all over the world. It will be a problem in certain part of the world as well. And it's not only in America we got this problem. This problem is in England. This problem is in France. We got the same type of scenario in Germany and many other countries. So now, if you had an habit that every single dollar that come in your pocket, you go buy a new pair of sneakers, you go buy a new cell phone that you not use, you go buy a new crazy thing, you go to the club every weekend, you pay $500 for people to come with a bottle, with some fancy stuff in it. And if you used to live like that and you never think about when things will become difficult, your mind actually is on a bad situation financially. And when you are in a bad situation financially, you are in a bad situation, okay, with your life, because your social life will affect, and your health. When your wealth is bad, your health is super bad, because you will experience stress and difficulty. This is what habit can bring to you. Good habit, positive habit can make you become successful, can prepare you for whatever difficulty that the world might face, whatever difficulty that the city, town, the state where you live in might face in the future. So you have to think wisely about yourself and get rid of all bad habits that you might hold, because it's very important that you understand certain things are profitable for you and certain things can destroy you, okay, can kill you. By all means, when I say kill you, can kill your economy, can kill the economy, can kill your source of income, can stop you from doing progress in your life, can stop you to do any type of improvement in the social reality of your life. So, I'm As I'm talking to you now on this live training session, you're not paying $1. All right? You're not paying 1 cent. You're not paying 1 cent, not dollar, not money. But I give you valuable content. I give you valuable piece of information that you can process to take your life to the next level. Now, it's up to you to understand if you will stay at the same stage, okay? You don't pay attention to your habit. You don't pay attention to what you do with your money. You don't pay attention to what you do with your life. You don't pay attention to the way you drive. You don't pay attention to the way you sleep. You don't pay attention to the way you eat. You are in trouble. You are in trouble because you will not control yourself. Okay, you must control yourself. Controlling your habit, your bad habit and your good habit have a lot of impact in your life and have a lot of impact in you. If you're not controlling your habit, you let somebody else control your life. And this somebody else can be the government. They can tell you where to live. This somebody else can be the bank. They can tell you when to evict. They can evict you to your house, the house that you've been paying for years. Okay, the financial institution that is the owner of the loan on this house can say, man or ma'am, it's your problem. You got to get out of here. And if you don't want to do that, they will use the law and the law enforcement will come and kick your ass out. Okay, kick you out from the place, and they will re-rent the place and they will resell the place with a new partner, and they will make new money. And you are in trouble. Okay, this is what is happening. So the car that you drive, you think that you own, if you don't pay attention to the way you spend money, okay, you can wake up in the morning, you find a boot in your car, okay, because you got some business unfinished with motor vehicle, with DMV, or you got some business unfinished with the company that own your car note, and you can go to a Starbucks or any coffee shop, get a coffee. When you come out and you see a towing car, you know, a towing truck, take your car away because you are behind. You didn't pay your car note. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Your habit is really important. That's why you are on Mind Booster Motivation. If you just start here, I have to let you know you're on Mind Booster Motivation, MBM, and this channel is here to give you the information, the knowledge, the insights that you need to know to become successful. Success is an art. Success is a culture. Success is a accumulation of good habits. Habit of reading. How many books do you read? How many often do you read? Do you think that if you take the habit to read 30 minutes every night and you do that on a daily basis, 365 days a year, how many books you will read during the year? If you read so many books, how many piece of knowledge, information that you will acquire? If you acquire a lot of information, a lot of piece of knowledge, how knowledgeable you will be. Imagine that you become knowledgeable because you take 30 minutes minimum per day to read every single day, every night or every morning. Imagine how many things you will understand. Imagine how many mistakes you will avoid. Imagine how many late fees you will pay. Imagine how many times you swap your credit card or your debit card and you make somebody become millionaires on you because you don't pay attention to the way you spend money. Okay? Imagine what you can do if you understand certain habits. It's not important. Imagine how many times, okay, how many times you pay money and you don't even realize that you are paying money. How many times, if you know you will carry some cash on you and you will carry different bill, or you will have a book note and you take note the way you spend. Pay attention to that. How many coffee that you buy per day? And imagine how long it will take you to wake up in the morning, you know, plug a coffee maker, do some coffee, got a jar of coffee that can stay hot for the all day, and bring that with you. And when you got this coffee jar, bring it with you. If you go in the office, you're working, and when you finish, when your coffee is finished, you refill the jar, and you got more coffee for later on. And that will save you some piece of $10, $7, $8 Dunkin' Donuts that you're buying, or Starbucks, $10, $15 that you don't want. And now you got some people that order coffee by Uber Eats. I got a friend of mine, and each coffee that my friend drank cost $15 or more, because my friend ordered coffee from an expensive shop, and my friend make a driver bring the coffee to him at his office. And by the time the coffee get into the office, the coffee is cold, and the coffee costs more money than that person have to spend. So imagine the money that you spend on your coffee, this $10, this $50, you save it and you put it every week. If you spend $10 buying coffee and you take time to save that money, make your own coffee, and wake up a little bit 30 minutes early to get your coffee done, and put that $10 every day somewhere, and every Monday put that $70 that you save for the week in a bank account or in an investment fund. By 1 year, you will have more than 3,065 or more. And guys, you're on the live, you can do the calculus, tell me how much it will be, but save $70 every week. So you will have a clear idea how much money it is. And imagine that you put that money in a small investment fund, and this money will, every 3 months, will bring dividend, and you reinvest your dividend. And if you did that for 1, 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, how much money you will have, and how beautiful your life can be. That's why you have to watch my booster motivation. That's why you have to pay attention to the way you live. Your habit can make you become successful, and can make your life become very profitable. At the same time, your habit can have a negative impact in your life, is the way you live. Because if you don't have nothing to do, you're not on a wash, you don't have anything to do, you have a beautiful day, it's a holiday like today, and you're driving, after spending time, hang out with your friend, and you go in your house, so you can avoid speed up to get the ticket that might cost you $350. So yeah, I got a meeting with somebody overseas, I gotta go. So that person called me, I gotta go to a Zoom meeting. Anyway, I give you 58 minutes to a beautiful live training session to teach you how to control your habit, how to become successful. My name is Angel. I will see you on the next video. I gotta go, I gotta eat the word to go on to take this call and go on a Zoom conference when I get home. See you in the next live training session that can be tomorrow early in the morning.